What is going on, Swoopers? Welcome back to another episode of Swoop Luke. In this episode, we'll be talking about Taylor Adams' injury. Let's get into it. So I didn't think I would need to make this sort of video because, I thought Taylor Adams might come up and I thought it was maybe just a corky. But from what I was hearing yesterday and what just got confirmed today is that it is in fact a hamstring. So yesterday during training, the open training session where we all sort of went to, Taylor Adams got into a little bit of a collision with John Noble and then sort of just grabbed at his leg. And it kind of looked really innocuous. And I'm thinking, how do you sort of do a hamstring with just a collision, and maybe it is just a corky, and people online saying, oh no, that looks like a corky, blah blah blah. So we kind of waited for confirmation, and then confirmation came out this morning that Taylor Adams has in fact done his hamstring. Apparently it's just a strain. We don't really know yet, but it is a hamstring injury, and he's ruled out for the preliminary final. And should we make a grand final, he will be very, very touch and go. Now, this news is absolutely heartbreaking, right? Taylor Adams not only bleeds black and white, he's built for finals. He had a good final against Melbourne. He's one of those players that, he does what the team needs. And we know this year how his role changed because Tom Mitchell came in. He's still that sort of in and under type player, but we've played him off the half forward line. And he's done really well this season. And it's devastating because if you circle back 1 year ago, he pulled the muscle off. He pulled his groin muscle off the bone against Geelong in I think it was in the third quarter, in the first qualifying final, and then didn't play the rest of the series. And I'll tell you what, if Taylor Adams was in that team last year against Sydney, we probably would have beat Sydney because we were smashed around clearances, contested possessions and stuff like that. So his loss is huge, and it's huge for the morale of the club as well. And it's just heartbreaking for Taylor Adams because this week he came out on RSN and he said something like, it's a good position to be in for something that I've been fighting for like 12 years and stuff like that. So my heart breaks for him, and every Collingwood supporter's hearts sort of break for him. And yeah, it's so sad. Like, the vice captain, one of the heart and soul players of this club, bleeds black and white, and now he's done his bloody hamstring in just an innocuous training session thing. And yeah, far out. It's no good. It's Taylor, my heart breaks for you. Sending you so much love, so much love, and a quick recovery should we make the grand final. But now you kind of think, okay, next man in mentality, next man up mentality. Who comes in for Taylor Adams? The no-brainer is Nick Daicos, and then that takes away the who's coming out for Nick Daicos. Now, I know Nick Daicos and Taylor Adams aren't the same player. Obviously, we know that Taylor Adams is that sort of in and under contested possession sort of guy. Even though, Nick does that, but he won't be doing that in this final series. So what does that sort of mean for the club? So Nick Daicos comes in, obviously. Taylor Adams goes out. What I'm thinking is that they put Nick where he really excelled at the start of the year. They put him off half back, so we sort of have that clean sort of ball use off half back. I think they push Jack Crisp straight into the middle. I know Crisp does well off half back as well, but I'm willing to sort of take that away if we're going to put Nick Daicos into the half back line. Another thing to think about is the acquisition of Tom Mitchell becomes so much more important. And we've seen what Tom Mitchell has done for the club this year, number one for contested possessions, goals from score, and then clearances and stuff. And it kind of dropped off these last few weeks, but Tom Mitchell had a good game last week against Melbourne. So his acquisition, Graham Wright, McRae, whoever bloody sought him out, is just, it looks like pure gold right now. And it did at the time, but now it's just paying dividends. So now even though we lose Taylor Adams, we don't lose that another in and under player. We got Tom Mitchell to do that. There's going to be a lot of load on Tom Mitchell coming in. But if we're to move to a grand final, Tom Mitchell is going to have to take the game by the scruff of the neck and, you know, not, what am I trying to say? Not earn his spot, not earn his spot. You know what I'm trying to say. He's just trying to, he has to grab the game by the scruff of the neck now that Taylor Adams isn't going to be that in and under player. Jordan De Goey will have to step up as well. So there are a lot of cogs and a lot of magnets that can move. But I think the only sort of change we're going to make is Nick Dacos in, Taylor Adams out, unfortunately. Jack Crisp into the middle is probably what I'm sort of thinking. If you have any other thoughts, let me know down below. There could be maybe, would you bring in Finn McRae or Carmichael for like a bit of grunt? Carmichael for a bit of grunt inside mid. He's done really well in the VFL. You could probably bring him in. I probably won't. If I'm the coaches, and I'm not, but if I'm the coaches, I'm just making that one change, and it is Nick Dacos in for Taylor Adams. But again, just want to wrap this video up just with, you know, yeah, so heartbreaking. It's really freaking heartbreaking. You know, 2 years in a row, Taylor Adams. Let's hope we get to the grand final. Let's hope that he plays. But anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. Who comes in for Taylor Adams? How do you sort of move the team around? Like, comment, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends, tell your pets. And until next one, double shackers. I'll see you later.